welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at some batting, some straight drives. We're then going to move into cover drives and on drives, just as progressions. A couple of things that I do really want you to focus on today is just going straight back to basics. Okay, so when we're looking to hold our bat, really easy way of kind of looking at how your hand should be. If we create V's with our hands and go down the back of the bat, so the V's are pointing from the inside to the outside of the blade, okay, and that position is a very strong position for our hands to be in as a right-hander, and again for a left-hander, okay, just the other way around, we're looking at it, okay, so we're in that position. Top hand should be the one that is the strong hand, it's kind of the dominant one when we're playing shots, okay, so if it's right-handed, the left hand is important. The bottom hand is more about guidance, okay, so we're not getting that engaged as much. That's just guiding us, and we can often hold that a little bit more loosely rather than tight. So we're going to go into the straight drive, and how I've set it up, I've used obviously a stump just as a guide for the stumps, and a batting tee with a ball, set up a few cones in front, okay, and the first thing that we're looking to do, okay, is make sure that we lean with our head to go over the top of the ball. That should send our front foot forward, okay, to counterbalance our fall. That should come pointing to where we want to hit the ball, next to the ball, and we need to bring our bat down in a nice straight line and strike the ball. If, unlike me, you don't have batting tees, some everyday items, toilet roll holders, so you can just use that, okay, again, quite easy. If we're struggling to hit off it because it's too low potentially, we might be able to use kitchen roll, okay, and place it on there. Obviously it depends on your balance, how flat your flooring is, but hopefully we can demonstrate one off a kitchen roll here. Okay, again, leading with our head, foot then goes next to the ball, pointing to where we want to go, and our bat comes down in a straight line. Okay, just from a side-on point of view, so it's easy to see. Okay. So to start with, okay, let's be quite generous, okay, with the gaps that we've got. We're just trying to look to hit the ball straight along the ground, okay, through that gap. Using the same principles, head going first, foot going next to it, bending our knee, and straight bat path. Okay, so we're in this position. It's important that we are not trying to hit it ridiculously hard. Okay, one, I don't want you to break anything in your gardens, in your houses, but also it's about the technique here. Okay, in cricket, it's about timing of the ball. Okay, so if we get this movement nice and we get the ball on the ground, with timing, we'll be successful. Okay, so a little bit of a progression or a adaptation to make it slightly more difficult. Okay, if you use a smaller area in the middle now, okay, and say, right, if we hit it through there, we get 3 points. If we hit it between the blue and the yellow, we get 1 point, and we start taking a score now off our 10 shots, okay, and this can add a bit of competition between you and your parents, your brothers, your sisters, etc. We're going to progress it on now, okay, to a drop feed. Okay, so this is where we need a support coach or a parent, however it might be. They are just going to kneel down just outside of your offside. Okay, they need to be that side. So if I hit the ball and my bat comes over here, I'm not going to hit them because they're going to be here. So now we've got our assistant coach, okay, and all they're going to do is arm extended out, okay, and they are going to drop the ball, okay, and we are going to play our shot off the second bounce. Okay, so next progression we're going to look at here is still on our drop feed, okay, so our coach is obviously still going to be on the offside, being in a safe position, but this time they are going to slightly move with where they're going to drop the ball. Okay, so we're going to look at playing the same type of shot, the straight drive. We're going to try and put it into a cover drive, and we're going to try and put it into an on drive. I've put these little markers out as a guide, okay, and the feed will be dropped on the cover drive, play my shot, get back into position, next ball, straight drive, next ball, on drive, just so we can get our body shapes opening up. Okay, once we've done that, we'll move on to the final progression. Okay, so just to demonstrate that, just so that you as a parent or a feeder understand what your role is, okay, and how the batsman should set up. We want to give ourselves a couple of seconds in between each shot. Okay, so first we're looking to do a cover drive, so it's going to be dropped out here. Okay, the position of the coach is still the same, on a knee, just dropping out, and each time they're just moving around with you. So our final progression today is going to be a bobble feed, an underarm feed. For those of you that have got a really nice flat surface or really want to challenge yourselves, you might be able to go on to an overarm feed a little bit later. But what we're going to do is exactly the same principles, but what we're going to look at doing now is hitting a ball that's coming from a feed where the bowler would be bowling from. Okay, so it's going to be an underarm feed, and they are going to throw when we're in this position. Okay, so the final things that we need to think about, batting principles. One, making sure our hands are in a good position on our bat and our grip. Top hand is the dominant hand, bottom hand nice and loose. In terms of the straight drive, the on drive and the cover drive, head over the top of the ball. So we lean with our head. Our foot then goes next to the ball and points in the direction that we want to hit the ball. And finally, it's about our bat path being in a straight line, okay? Even if we're going to the leg side, it's still coming down in a straight line. We're not coming round our body, okay? Hope you enjoyed this session. Make sure you don't do too much damage to your garden. It's all about correct technique rather than power today. Thank you.